What's going on, guys? It's your boy Too Sir, and I'm back. Man, it's been a couple months, but I've been playtesting here and a little bit of there. With the current meta being a tier 0 format with tier still running around, I had to pick the deck up. Like, come on. But today I'm bringing y'all my goo. The way that I play it. I've been playing it for the past 4 weeks. I think it's been one time where I have not came in top 3. I've won 1 locals with it. Rest of the time I've either came in 2nd or 3rd, but the deck performs very well. I love it, have very fun, very interactive, and it also can shut your opponent down, even though they're playing the same thing, and they're trying to shut you down. But hope y'all like, man. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. Even though I don't post very frequently, when I do post, you will get the notification. I truly am blessed, to have the people that I do have come watch. But without further ado, let's jump on in. Starting out with the main deck, we're playing 2 of the guy himself, Ronald Hart. Discard a Storm Summon, a special summon. You can send 1 tier monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can special summon it by discarding 1 tier card from your hand. So we either normal summon him or we're sending him off card effect to some way somehow get him back on the field. Next we're playing my favorite tier monster, Sharon. 3 of her. She can special summon herself by discarding a monster and then milling the top 3 cards. That is all 1 effect. They cannot interact with you. Milling the top 3 cards of your deck and discarding a monster. And then obviously all the Terra monsters except for Ronald Hart. If they're sent to the graveyard, you can fusion summon with your hand, field, or graveyard. So next, playing Triple Merly. She's my next favorite. If she's normal summon or special summon, you can mill the top 3 cards of your deck. And then obviously, like I said, she does have the fusion effect. Next, we're playing probably everybody's least favorite, Havness. This one is when your opponent activates a monster effect on field, you can special summon her, and then it's a quick effect. You can special summon her, and if you do, send the top 3 cards. So you'll special summon it, and then you'll mill the top 3 cards, and then obviously pray that you can fuse on your opponent's turn. You can do this on their first turn. Even if you lose a dice roll, we still have a way to play the game. Next, we're playing Triple Planet. This is your search of the deck, and then gives all your tier monsters, and if you play a Vicious Starfrost, 500 attack, which we don't play Vicious Starfrost. And then if a tier monster is shuffled back to the deck, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Card's real good. Next we're playing Double Scream. If a monster is normal summon or special summon, and you control a tier monster or a Vicious Starfrost, you can send the top 3 cards, and then all monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Tearlament trap card from your deck to your hand. So this is a way to search for your trap card if you mill this off of any of your tier monster effects. Real good card because the trap card in Collider Heart gives you an infinite negate during each turn. So to round off this, we played 2 Tearlament Sullix. This is the negator. If you control a tier monster or a Vicious Starfrost, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effect, then send 1 tier card. And Collider Heart has one once per turn effect where if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon her back. And last card is Heartbeat. This is a back row removal. Target 1 spell trap card on the field. If you control a Vicious Starfrost, you can target 2. Then send 1 card from your hand. You shuffle the card back to the deck and then send 1 card from your hand. So this is a way to get rid of the skill drains, macrocosmos, defissures, and then be able to play. And then if it's sent to graveyard, you can target one trap card, which you'll be targeting one of them two, and add it to your hand. So that's it for our tier lineup. And now here's a little goo that I play. Yes, we are playing the adventure package with Herald being hit and stopping you from being able to interact with your opponent's hand traps. I thought this would be one of the best ways to play the deck. Yes, we do play, real quick, we play Reinhardt, which he does have a normal summon, so it can conflict with that, but outside of him, it's very rare. The only other normal summon is Merly. It's very rare that you're going to normal summon Merly. Most of the times you're going to special summon her off of Kit Killos. So only one that it really inflicts with is Reinhardt. But the thing with this package, which I will show you in a second, we're playing the one Griffin, double rights, and then we're playing the one Faithful, and then the one Draco. So what I was trying to say is, with Reinhardt, if you open Reinhardt and you open the adventure package, you can go to the adventure package and then discard Reinhardt. And if you have another tier monster, special summon, which because he triggers because it's being sent off of a card effect. So that way you don't have to discard your Draco back. You get to trigger off of your tier your Reinhardt by discarding a tier monster, which that would trigger. He will get his dump effect, and then so now you get a Killos on the field, and then you get to start playing the game. And then also, if you don't open this, but you open any tier monster, or any of the other package, you can start triggering off your effects freely without you having to use your normal summons. So it's real good. Next, we're playing Bestial package, very small package. We're playing 2 Magnemite. This card, if it's special summon, you can activate its effect and you can add 1 dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand at the end of the turn by banishing 1 light or dark. Now, by banishing 1 light or dark, that becomes a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. So if they control a monster, you can banish 1 of their lights or darks in the graveyard, special summon this. It's very good for the mirror match. That's why we're playing them. Once 2 Sonor, obviously it still has the quick effect if your opponent controls a monster, and then you can send 1 bestial monster or branded spell trap from your deck to your graveyard, which we don't play any other spells or traps. Most of the times, if you do send a bestial card, you're sending it just to set up another one that's in your hand. In the last one, we're playing 2 Druid Swarm. This card, obviously, like I said, if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it as a quick effect. And then if this card is sent to a graveyard, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls and send it to the graveyard. So real good. This will search this, and then like I said, if you open these 2, activate this, special summon, search this. No, you do this. You special summon this, dump 1, banish, special summon this, and then you got your Beatrice there, and then you're adding this to hand. So it's not a bad. Some people probably think it'll be a brick, but it's a good way to interact with your opponent. Next, we're playing the nastiest engine in the game, the Ishizu engine. This is Kelbeck. If your opponent sends a card, if a card is sent from the hand or deck to your opponent's graveyard, except during the damage step, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, special summon this card, then return that card to the hand. So this is a way to cut your opponent, if you're playing a mirror match, cut your opponent's turn off. Being able to stop them from triggering their effects, or kill us, special summon, or whatever. It's just a great way to bounce back a card freely. And then if this card is hit card effect to the graveyard, you can mill top 5 cards. We don't play the Exchange of Spirit to trigger off the other effect, but that's fine. Last mill card we're playing is one Agita. I like this card. Well, I just like the mill part. And I've thought about playing more than one. That way I have multiple cards to mill, but I've come to find out this is probably the best ratio to playing 4 Kelbic and 1 Agita. Then we're playing triple Medora. This is just shuffle. And a special, you could discard one other Earth Fairy monster in your hand and special summon this. And then it's a, what is it? It's a quick effect. Yeah, quick effect. You can banish this card, then shuffle back 3 cards, and either play its graveyard to the deck. That is a great way to, when your opponent gets rid of this or gets rid of this, shuffle it back, or even your Griffin, shuffle them back, and then that way you can keep using this engine. And then last but not least, we're playing triple Kelda, another shuffle back. You know, you just want to keep your opponent from playing the game. And then the last 2 cards, 1 Terraforming and 1 Instant Fusion. This plus Venture Package is nuts because you go into Kikilos, into Merly, and then you set up your negates already. And then Terraforming Search, one of the best cards, field spell cards in the game right now. Off to extra. We're playing 1 Collider Heart, 1 Rukalos, and 1 Kikilos. So only fusions we're playing for Tears in the deck. When she special summons, she gets to pop a card, and then, like I said, if she's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, she can special summon herself once per turn. This is your monster special summon negate, and she also has the bring back effect, but she can only do it once. Kikilos, when she's summoned, she gets to search, and then you can target 1 monster on the field, special summon 1 tier monster from your hand or graveyard, which I did not know you could do graveyard until recently, last Saturday. I've been special summoning from the hand, so I'm still learning the deck, but you can special summon a monster from hand or a graveyard, 1 tier monster, and then send this card. And then when she's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can mill top 5 cards to your deck. So you do the Merly combo, add Merly, activate her effect, target herself, special summon Merly, and then you send this, which at that point now you're sending 8 cards from the top of your deck. Next, for the rest of our fusion lineup, 1 Draco Sibelia, 1 Mud Dragon, and then 1 Garura. Obviously, your monster negate keeps your opponent from being able to target cards that you control, because quick effect, you can call any attribute that you have currently on the field, and then your opponent can't target it. And then Garura, if it's sent to the graveyard, you get to draw a card, and then it has double attack, double battle damage if it attacks. So it becomes a 3,000 beat stick when it declares an attack. Next, we have 1 IP, 1 Dark, and then 1 Underworld Goddess. IP goes into Underworld. Underworld gets to, she's a negator, and she's unaffected by cards that you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls, and then this link monster is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this. So if they target it, then she's affected, but if they don't target it, like activate Regeki or Darko or something, she's unaffected. But the special summon her, and then you can also use one of your opponent's cards. So you can use their card, special summon her, then she negates their board, their monsters on their board. So it's a real good card. We're also playing Sprite Package, 1 Elf, 1 Sprint. Sprint sends, what is it, Merly? I think it's level 2. Yeah, Merly, to trigger the effect. And then Elf, you can, during your opponent's turn, special summon Merly, and then use her mill effect. For our XCs, we're playing one Beatrice, one Zeus, one Baguska, and one Abyss Dweller. Since we're playing the Bestial package, and this is a card that we can go into with it, just real too good to not run. Special summon it, activate her effect, discard any tier card that you want, or any of the Ishizus. Abyss Dweller, cut your opponent. If you're playing the mirror match, cut your opponent off. Real good card in this format. Baguska, if you can't do anything and you can summon 2 level 4s, this is the way to go. And then Zeus, as you know, clears out your opponent's board. I was playing Barone, but when Herald got hit, I ended up cutting Diviner and the Herald. So now that's what we're playing. Extra deck, we're playing side deck. I'm sorry. Triple Forbidden Droplet. Card is still disgusting. Send a card from your hand or field, and whatever type it is. If it's a spell, monster, or trap, your opponent can activate any of those effects in response to this. Being able to negate and then have your opponent's attack is real good. And next we're playing double triple tactics. Your opponent activates a card during your main phase, which most of the time you got the Ishizus, you got the Bestials, even their tier cards. They can all trigger during your turn, your main phase. So being able to either take a monster they control or draw 2 cards to help fix your hand, or rip a card from your opponent's hand and shuffle it back is real good. And Lightning Storm, playing triple of them. Being able to clear your opponent's back row or your opponent's monsters before you even do anything is real good. Hand traps, we don't play many. Play double nib. This card is still good when you're playing against anything that's not tier, or if you want to force out negates, this is always a good card to play. Going in time, we're playing triple Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. When your opponent activates any card that says, I'm going to special summon, activate this and you start gaining life depending on what the monster's attack that they special summon. Especially in, like I said, this is all for the mirror match. Activate a tier card, activate this, they go into Kit, or I guess the least card that they can go into is a Mud Dragon, which is 1900 attack, so you gain a 1900. Last but not least, playing one Scatter Shot and then one Illegal Knight to finish off our Adventure package, and also for time. You can play, you go into Sprint, send this to grave, or you can go to Beatrice and send this to grave, and your opponent takes 500 damage. And this is if this card is sent to the graveyard. So if you link summon, it will trigger its effect. Play that I did to win locals. Go into Beatrice, discard this. I had a level 2 on field, so I shuffled this back with Medora, linked it to Spren discarded, sent this to the graveyard, linked it to Elf, special summoned this, linked this and Elf to the graveyard, and hit for another 1500. I had to do that because I activated Instant Fusion, but that's a little cool combo that you can do to, I'm sure you can, when you mess up, you can win the game. But I love the deck. It performs very well, especially with the Adventure package. A lot of people probably wouldn't think it would work, and a lot of people rely on the Rhino Heart Normal Summer, which I completely understand. But try out the Adventure package. Try, just try the deck out. I know it's kind of annoying because a lot of people play in the mirror, but it is what it is. It's either, you join them, you play the deck, or you sit there and you cry because your opponent's playing on your turn and they're taking 20 minutes of your time and you haven't even played your first card. But this your boy T-Serp, man. Please like, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate you guys. Christmas is Saturday, so Merry Christmas. Be safe. I hope y'all enjoy yourselves, man. But I'm out.